long way back, and he makes the catch against the wall on the warning track. A spectacular catch, and the Dodgers win. Is it possible to have a walk-off win on a catch?
Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River and Nationals Park here in Washington. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller.
If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Comes with the cutter, but this is hit high in the air out to left field. Miller is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Full count pitch on its way. And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. Miller will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Chris Miller.
After the 2 quick outs, if nothing else, you buy your pitcher a little more time to catch his breath.
And this misses for ball 4. The second. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Miller has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire. Chris Miller will step in now. The 1-2 with 1 away. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Chris Miller.
If he'd chase, but now with the count even, I think this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Miller is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
And that's just one of them.
Chris Miller. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Zimmerman will put this one away, and the side is retired.
To end the game! Unbelievable! Denard's fan has done it again! He saves the night! What a play to end the game! Skidding.
We are just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. And before we progress any further, let's have a quick look at our 2 starting lineups for tonight. Chris Miller.
Time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Zimmerman is there. Chris Miller. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that drilled him pretty good as the ball squirts off toward third. But he's going to have to eat this thanks to a good hard slide and the runs in to score.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush.
Lined into left center. Miller is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired.
And too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Miller is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And the throw in gets away from him. And a curveball here as he lifts this one the other way out to left center field. Miller is under it, and he makes the. Chris Miller.
They don't want him to be able to extend.
And he struck him out. Chris Miller. Swing and a hot shot toward third. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
That's a hard.
One of the strangest finishes you'll ever see. Results.
Time for baseball now on the show as you get a look there at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. 200 on this new season. And he goes with the pitch nicely there as this is lifted high and deep the other way to left. And this is into the bleachers. Chris Miller. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Up with the ball is Zimmerman. And the throw to LaRoche is in time. 2 gone. Chris Miller. Danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Miller has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Miller has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Well,
Chris Miller. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Miller has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
This crowd.
Chris Miller. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they...
Unbelievable catch. And the Brewers win.
It's been 100 years of baseball and counting at this place, and the charm hasn't faded a bit at venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And this will find the seats in left for a home run. Ball game. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Miller will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. Beckett deals now on 1 and 2. Comes with the cutter, but this is hit high in the air out to left field. Miller is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out a... Chris Miller. Curve ball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it into... Chris Miller. And this is on the ground toward the hole. There to play it is Phillips. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire.
It's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Miller is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out. Now Beckett on 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. Chris Miller. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is...
A Super Sam catch on that one. Springing to the top of the wall, he holds it in.
Are you kidding me?
You don't get much better than that. Hernandez celebrates the great catch on the mound.
He should.
A good look there at the familiar ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller.
Got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing.
And this one misses. Chris Miller. And he'll offer it the 2-1 and send it in the air out to right. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now. Chris Miller.
Batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Hard hit ball right here, right down the line. And you be the judge. Is this fair or is it foul? Whew, that's awfully close. It looked like it indeed hopped right over the bag.
Their starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. Chris Miller. Goes the other way with a curveball here, and he got a lot of it out to deep left. And don't write this inning off yet, as extra bases are going to put the tying run in scoring position. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Now a slider is swung on and grounded toward short. And oh, no chance for Votto there. It's over his head. A good look there at the familiar ivy-covered walls of Wrigley Field on the north side of Chicago. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base. Chris Miller. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Yeah, and the only...
Chris Miller. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And Gomez will look this one in for out number 2.
The first thing...
Comes with a fastball as this is lifted the other way out to left center. Miller will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the... Chris Miller.
Give him a different look.
Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Up with it there is Sandoval. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Goes the other way with a fastball, and this is in the air out to left. Miller is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Was off the sign where it says Raiders for tickets, 1-800-RAIDERS.
1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 out. Dodgers lead 6-5 in the 9th.
He's hit for the cycle. Mike Trout, unbelievable. 6th youngest player. The hit for the cycle, 4th in the live ball era. Goodness gracious, what a night.